Champ Show. I'm your mentor, Jamal Hughes. It is Halloween, so happy Halloween. I hope you guys have fun out there trick-or-treating. I know I'll be taking my daughter out a little bit later to go trick-or-treating and get some candy, so it should be a fun night for everybody. We've been away for a while. There was a lot going on in October for me. I know my wife had knee surgery, so I was helping her out throughout the month, and I had my wisdom tooth pulled out, so it's pretty safe to say it's been a rough month for the Hughes household. But we're back, and I'm ready to go. Today we're going to start a 4-part series called The Ball of Confusion. Ball of Confusion, I got that from a title of a song that was made in the 1970s by a group called The Temptation, which is actually my grandfather's favorite group. Pretty good group, but basically what the song was talking about is the world being in disarray. I just feel like right now that song relates to what we got going on today. We got a lot of divide going on between us. We're lacking some unity. We've had some tragedies over the last month, particularly and notably the Vegas shooting. Got some racial issues, social issues. I know you guys are aware of what's going on in Murfreesboro this weekend. I do want to give a shout out to Murfreesboro. I'm very proud to be a citizen and live in Murfreesboro. We really stood together and stood strong against that terrible act that was trying to take place here. So shout out to that. But I really just want to go into how to handle this as young kids and young adults. So there's a lot going on, and as a country, we just can't seem to agree on much these days, and it's taking an effect on us, and it's taking a toll on us. Sports used to be a outlet where we can kind of escape the real world, but now you see with Colin Kaepernick is starting to go into sports. So wherever you turn on the TV, we have some type of issues that's bringing us apart. So today, in the first series of The Ball of Confusion, I want to talk to my younger audience about how to handle disagreements, how to voice their opinions without being judgmental. I think that's one of the reasons we are in a disarray. Just kind of know that everybody has their opinion. They have a reason for their opinion. One thing we have to realize is that we can't escape disagreements. It's just going to be disagreements every time because we come from different backgrounds. I come from a different background than my producer. He comes from a different background than his best friend. You might come from a different background than your best friend. It's just going to be some type of disagreement because we was raised certain ways. Everybody was raised a different way, and when an issue comes up, we're gonna have a opinion on how to handle it. The thing is, when you do disagree on something, it's okay. Everybody think a disagreement has to turn into an argument or a fight, and it doesn't. Okay. One thing we try to do as humans, we try to win an opinionated argument. You can't win an opinionated argument. It's an opinion. They feel the way they feel. You feel the way you feel. Okay? It's okay. And I hate to break it to you. Even if you voice your opinion and your opponent or partner, he actually agrees with you, he probably won't tell you that he agrees with you because nobody likes to be wrong. We can't win or lose an opinionated argument, and I think that's where some of that divide is starting to come between us as a country and as adults. Now the good thing about this is that you guys are young, and that's why I'm trying to teach you, kind of let you see stuff from a different point of view. So basically what I'm saying, guys, is that it's okay to disagree. Okay, a disagreement does not have to be an argument. It's just how you feel. Okay, and maybe you will have a change of heart, but I tell you what, I think another problem is a lot of people don't want to listen to the opposing side because they are afraid that they might have a change of heart about something, and nobody likes change. Nobody likes change, and they feel like they're right, and like I said, it's no right or wrong. It's just how you feel. Okay, so it's okay to disagree. You ever heard of a debate? A debate is different than an argument. Is you just voicing your opinion on how you feel about a certain issue, and I think that's okay. Okay, but what we can't be afraid to do is listen to the opposing side because you might have a change of heart. You might, if nothing else, you will understand why they feel the way they feel about anything. For example, one of my best friends is white. Like I said, he's one of my best friends. He was in my wedding. We have different opinions on the Colin Kaepernick situation taking a knee. Okay, I think he has the right to take a knee for issues that are going on in my community, and he thinks it's disrespectful to take a knee because he thinks it's disrespecting our veterans and disrespecting everybody who's ever fought for that flag. And I understand that, you know. My grandfather was a Vietnam vet, so I mean, he is a Vietnam vet, so I understand where he's coming from, and he understands where I'm coming from. The most important thing is we're still best friends. He understands where I'm coming from. I understand where he's coming from. He understands that, you know, I'm a black male, and I have, you know, and I take certain issue to what's going on. So, like I said, me and him are still best friends to this day, and I love it. But, you know, just know that everybody's going to have an opinion, and know that you're going to have to respect it. Next, I'm going to talk to you guys about your social medias, how to express your feelings on that, and how to not express some feelings in a judgmental way. So when we get back from the break, we're going to touch on that a little bit. Hey guys, welcome back to the Champ Show. It's that time where I give a shout out to all my sponsors and all the people who make my show possible. Of course, we're going to go with Adidas Nation. They're always going to be a sponsor. As I said, they support me. Whenever I need them, they're right there for me. John Jones Real Estate, if you need to buy a house, please, please, please go to their team. They have a great team, and they're going to take care of you. And we have a, which I'm very proud to say, my mom, LaShonda Greenwood, and Dr. Michelle Stevens has started their practice called Purpose for Life, counseling and psychological services. So that's good. They just started that in October, so I'm very proud of them. And like I said, she's giving me life. So she always will get a shout out here. But before we went to the break, I told you that I was going to kind of teach you guys how to voice your opinion if you're going to use social media. Social media has a big impact on how we express our opinions and our feelings nowadays. I think that puts us at a little bit of disadvantage because I think that's what gets everybody riled up now. Of course, if you think about, let's just say President Trump, he likes to tweet. And his tweet has caused controversy. Athletes like to tweet and they can get them in trouble over their opinions, or actors. Everybody likes to tweet or put something on Facebook that'll catch somebody's eye. So I think it's important for me to talk to you guys about how to, not be too opinionated, but kind of open up a conversation on Facebook if you think it's worth doing. And what I mean by that is, instead of just expressing your opinion on your status, why don't you open it up and say, hey, how do you guys feel about such and such? How you guys feel about such and such? Start to hear other people's opinion, and and then in the comments or whatever, you can start voicing your opinion a little bit more. Tell them how you feel. But when you just put out your opinion on social media, you're gonna have friends or followers who just going to disagree with you, okay? And what that's going to do is it might cause you to lose some friends. It might cause somebody to unfollow you, not that you care about it, unfriend you or whatever. What I'm saying, you guys, is it's hard to judge a person off a tweet or a Facebook post or an Instagram post. Anything. It's just hard to judge a person off that, because most of the time they won't take the time out to type their opinion. You can't type your whole opinion out on Twitter. You only get 140 characters. And I feel like if you open the question up on how you feel about such and such, you'll get more mature responses. You'll have a good debate, a good adult debate. And through the process, you might see how other people who disagree with or who has a different opinion than you, why they feel that the way that they do. So that's why I think it's very, very important, and that will solve a lot of problems. Just opening the question up instead of just posting what you feel. Another thing, piggybacking off the first segment and a little bit off this segment, you don't get the whole picture through Facebook and Twitter. So I don't think it should be a issue. It shouldn't be an issue to where you have to delete one of your friends or take something too personal without talking to them face to face, because that's what's been going on lately in the adult world. Okay, and we supposed to be the more mature ones, but with everything going on in the country today, it's been a lot of people who deleted this person and that person because basically they have a different opinion on what they have. Okay, guys, it's not worth all that, especially if you know the person personally. Okay, it's a lot of people I know personally who don't feel the way I feel about a certain issue. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and delete them off Facebook or delete them off my social media because they don't feel the way I do. Okay, I don't take it personal. They feel the way they do, I feel the way I do. At the end of the day, we got to wake up and go to work, and we got to move on. Okay, it's not that big a deal. Now, it will be some issues that's very, very touchy, and you might feel like you need to separate yourself from a certain person because they might be too much on Facebook or too much on Twitter to where they keep voicing their opinions, and if you feel yourself getting mad every time you read their post or whatever, then you might need to separate yourself from them. But at the end of the day, guys, we have to live our lives. A lot of stuff is going on. Colin Kaepernick taking a knee. It's going. I think it'll have an effect, but it won't have an effect directly on our lives to where we can't be friends. Okay, it's just a difference of opinions. Just kind of take that into thought when it comes to your social media. Think about it. Just open up the question a little bit instead of just voicing your opinion, straight on. It'll make life easier on everybody. Next, I'm going to talk to you guys about caring, love and caring. It's what this world is missing today, and that's how we're going to wrap up the first series of Ball. Welcome back to Champs. So glad you came back. Listen, before we went to the break, I told you we was going to talk about love and caring. Okay, and the reason why I'm talking to, I think this message could be relayed to adults, but in my opinion, I think adults are set in their ways already, and I don't think they want to listen to me, especially I'm 25, so they probably don't think I know what I'm talking about. I think I do. But I'm talking to my young adults and my kids because you guys have a chance to change this world, okay? What this world is missing today is love and caring and compassion. Now, I'm far from a preacher, and I'm very, very far from a preacher, but that's really what this world is missing today. It's not enough love in the world. It's not enough caring in the world. Everybody is going through something, guys, and if all we do is judge them off of how they feel, off of their mood, off of their opinion, then we're not making a change, guys, okay? Why don't you talk to somebody about why they feel that way? Talk to somebody about why they're always in a bad mood. You can change that person's life, okay? With everything that's going on in the world right now, with all the divide, with all the racial tension, with, with the tragedies. I just believe some of this could be avoided if you guys can make a change and actually care about one another. Care about a stranger. Don't talk to strangers, of course, but care about a stranger. Ask how he's doing. Ask why he's not smiling. Be forward. Be proactive in trying to make this world a better place, okay? Because if I walk past a person who's down and out and he just look like he's through for the day, that guy could be on the news for suicide later on. And maybe all I had to do was say, hey, how you doing? Everything all right? That's the type of stuff that we need to start changing. So guys, like I said, just care about one another. Kind of realize that everybody is going through stuff, and they might be going through stuff at different times. And all you doing is putting your arm around them and trying to listen to them. And when somebody calls you, if your friend calls you, and I know sometimes I'm guilty of this. I don't want to pick up the phone all the time. I might be tired. I might just not feel like talking. You never know what that call is about. You could save their life by picking up the phone. Don't get too lazy on your friends. Don't get too lazy on people who need you. Okay? Don't get too lazy on a stranger. All right? I know it's a lot of people out there. Atlanta, Georgia, Nashville, Murfreesboro has gotten it a lot. I'm not sure about Orlando. I'm sure it is, but it's a lot of poor people, and you see a lot of homeless people. Why don't you go out and try to feed some of them? I personally don't give money, but if I can buy them food or buy them snacks from gas stations, I will do that. Why don't you put a little bit of love out there in your heart? All right. This world is in a disarray right now. Okay, and it's just as simple as that. Wherever we go, I feel like we could be in danger. In Nashville, last month we had a shooting in a church. I think he killed 3 people and injured numerous more. So we can't even go to church and be safe right now. What I'm saying, guys, is that we could be gone at any time. All right, and tomorrow is not promised. I can guarantee you, people who went to Vegas to have fun, their families didn't think they wouldn't come back home. It's just a scary place right now, and it's going to take our younger generation and the new generation coming up to change that. So I want you guys to kind of think about that. Next week's series, we're going to talk about bullying. It's taking a big effect in your world, not just the whole world, but teenage world, middle school world. A lot of kids have committed suicide this year because they're being bullied, and we're going to address that. I'm going to have a guest on next week to kind of tell you the effects of bullying and how we can prevent it and how we can go about changing it. Before we leave, I want to leave you with a quote by Martin Luther King Jr. It says, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that." Think about that quote, guys. With everything that's going on in the world right now, racial tension, people shooting up churches, people doing mass shootings, we have to stick together and love one another. That's the only way we're going to get through what we're going through today. As it really is a ball of confusion out there, okay? I can't wait to see you guys next week. Please tune in next week for our episode on bullying.